Power on. Select your players.
Pierre, Sarah, Glenn.
Select your topic.
Games.
Select your format.
Entertaining podcast.
They're called the Button Boys. So make some fucking noise. 'Cause they're gonna talk about video gaming and stuff.
Button Boys.
You know, in this hot summer weather, there's nothing I like better than a bottle of Harry Brompton's matcha mango and lime iced tea. It's only 70 calories per bottle, and it gives me that afternoon pick-me-up that I need.
There's too many flavours. What is that?
Mango and lime iced tea.
Matcha, mango, and lime iced tea.
Yeah, they're fucking sponsoring us. Why are you being like this?
I'm being sponsored by a rival company. Sponsors are tearing this podcast apart. It's like colonial India. We're just not united, and external forces are using money to destroy a pre-existing social agreement.
Pierre is being sponsored by Harry's brother, Jamie Brompton,
Jamie Brompton.
Yes.
who makes
Oops all piss.
Oops. That's what a bully would say.
It's oops all piss. It's been sterilised, or rather pasteurised. So don't worry about that.
Oh, dear. I would like to see a podcast that has two rival sponsors and they're trying to, one person sponsored by cigarettes and the other person sponsored by the NHS.
Yeah. Pepsi and Coke both sponsoring one half of a podcast.
Yeah.
Really good, actually.
What have we been playing is the question I always ask at the beginning of an episode. But instead, I'm going to be telling us what we will be playing because on our Patreon, we always do a playthrough of a game. We did Dark Souls, then we did Hitman World of Assassination, and we've started Age of Empires 2. But with the Edinburgh Fringe currently underway and us all over different parts of the country in that period, we are going to be doing that in the autumn. We're going to be doing that hopefully in September, where we'll be playing Age of Empires against each other. In the meantime, we have a new Patreon game, and we are going to be playing together, and hopefully you can too if you've got a PlayStation or a Steam account. Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain, a game that was absolutely phenomenal when it came out. If you've played anything like Until Dawn, one of those sort of choice-based adventure games, this is a crime thriller about the origami killer. And you play as three separate characters.
Somebody's got Paper Mario.
Yeah. And it's one of those games where if a character dies, doesn't matter, the storyline adapts to it. It is also one of the most unintentionally funny games of all time. And I think we're going to have a great time playing it.
Paper Mario's body was missing several vital organs.
So from
It gets really horrid.
next week's Patreon, we'll have been playing the first couple of chapters of that, and we hope you can join in. But in the meantime, what have you been playing?
I went back to Below the Crown.
Oh, yes.
Some
That was
people-
the makers of Duskers, right?
Yes, same makers. I recommended it, and some people on Patreon really enjoyed it. And I thought, you know what? I didn't do enough with that game. Didn't unlock enough. I did it a bit, and then I got distracted.
Yeah.
And I went back to it, but I was hungover, and so I kept losing. And I got so angry because my brain wouldn't concentrate and it was full of fog. But I still like it, and I really, really want the music to listen to. But I was shit at it.
Is it hard?
Reminds
What's
me
chess?
what-
It's a puzzle. You're playing a kind of weird version of chess.
Oh, yes.
So I kept going like, and then I'll
Where
put
you were in a sort of electronic abyss.
a sort of electronic dungeon.
Yes.
Yeah, on a grid. So I kept going like, I'll put him there. And they would just be like, you've done that wrong. You go, oh, okay, well, what if okay, no, I've lost that. And like stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
But you know that feeling where I was hungover. So that feeling where you're just too hungover to concentrate.
Oh, yeah.
You
It's
can't
awful.
do it.
Yeah.
It's like trying to do maths homework when you're hungover. It's like, and then, oh, God.
Yeah, I
So,
do
yeah.
sometimes if I'm listening to a podcast hungover and I hear the second half of a really interesting sentence and I keep rewinding it and I keep zoning back in that second half of it. And it's like, what's happened here to my head? Sarah, what have you been playing?
Rereading the same page of a book.
Somebody told me a story once. I'll name none of the people involved in this story about how. I mean, now you go like, oh, that guy obviously has ADHD, but at the time it was not sort of massively in the zeitgeist. So she was just like, so this woman I knew was dating this guy, and she was at a music festival with him, and he cried because he was too tired and he couldn't listen to her. He couldn't make himself pay attention to what she was saying. And in the end, he cried.
So
She would talk, he'd zone out. She'd go, "You're not listening to me again," and then he's like,
I can't do it.
so was it out of frustration?
"Yeah, he was." So
Wow.
Like being unable to like hold a mug.
Yeah,
just
like
constantly.
what you're describing, or going like you read the same sentence again and again, and you go, "This is this is not going in."
I've done it
It's
again, and I
that-
thought,
that was his
I
own
never
goal.
thought I would do it again.
Yeah.
It's the brain version of if you ever did cross country at school and you'd have to get changed into your school uniform again afterwards, and your hands just wouldn't. It's like
Yeah.
you sat on both hands.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
And you just won't do the buttons, and you go, "Oh, would that I had a Velcro shirt."
yeah, that. But it's listening to the opinions of the person you're supposed to love more than
Yeah.
anyone else.
I was once so tired I put my phone in the bin and then took it out and was like, "Oh, stupid." And then within 5 minutes I'd put my phone in the bin again. And I was just like, you just go, I can't.
Well, I obviously wanted to do that.
Well, like when that happens, and also when I was playing Below the Crown, and I made a dumb mistake genuinely like 5 times in a row, and I got so angry with myself, I just thought I should be able to fold myself up and put myself away like a t-shirt
Yeah,
till I'm better.
the version of this that I did.
Put
the
me
other
in the
day-
cupboard. I'm not red. I'm not fine.
Yeah, this one's. I'm a first pancake.
Yeah. Hang me up and bring me out when I'm
Yeah.
ready. Yeah, the version of this that I keep do it often, but did in such a bad way. We've had a heat wave in London, and I was trying to get to Gunnersbury Station, and I got on the overground from where I live, and you can get the overground all the way down. Got on the wrong line, I think so, to Gunnersbury, or some a near station to that. So where I needed to get was like that sort of Chiswick way. And got on the wrong one, ended up at West Brompton, walked from West Brompton to Earl's Court to get on the Piccadilly line to then get to like, I don't know, Acton something or other to be near there. But got on the District line instead and went straight back to West Brompton. I was like, I'm gonna fucking... I can't believe I've done it. I just did a massive loop.
I had this once actually when I used to be a newsreader. I was working at Capital, and Capital's like big Christmas party. It was just off Oxford Street. I tried to get the night bus home, and I got a massive McDonald's. I was hammered. I got a massive McDonald's, and I sat on the top deck at the very front of a window, and I woke up
Best seat on the bus.
covered in milkshake. Facing the opposite, exactly where I got on the bus, but facing the opposite direction. So I'd gone to the bus depot and back again, and I woke up on Oxford Street the other way, like facing the other way. So basically what happened was McDonald's, woke up, turned around, covered in milkshake.
Do you think the bus driver came to find you at the?
I'm not fucking touching
yeah,
that. I'm not fucking touching that.
I don't want to get
I was
covered in
I was about
milkshake.
24, and I was just absolutely, absolutely wasted.
He was planning to drive you around all night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sarah, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a mobile game called Lost in Play.
I don't know
You know
this.
It is very cutesy. It feels like it might be slightly aimed towards children, but it is quite tricky. It's point and click.
Okay.
Really, puzzle game. And it's you are a little girl, and I think there's a boy and he's your brother. And the first thing that happens is you kind of wake up in your house and you have to try and wake your brother up. So you have to find things in the bedroom to fix the alarm clock. So it's a very sort of sweet and wholesome point and click, but it's really good fun on a phone. It's quite whimsical. At one point there's a picnic with a frog.
Sure.
Okay.
So I'm having a good time with it, considering that point and click is never, but it's quite involved point and click. It's not just like here's a room, figure something out.
Yeah.
She moves to everything that you put, and she sort of picks them up, and like thought bubbles appear, and she'll turn to the camera and be like.
Also, it's never just a hairbrush.
Yeah,
puts it
yeah,
back down. It's
yeah.
like it tells you a story.
There's a
behind
little
it.
animation with it all, and it's very cute. And I think it was voted best iPad game of whatever year it was.
Wow, I've never heard of this.
Yeah, again.
Does it feel a bit kids orientated then?
I don't know.
Or is it just because you're
'cause I
playing
feel
as
like
kids?
I feel like if I was a kid, I wasn't a particularly intelligent kid. Not particularly intelligent, although. I feel like I might have got frustrated with it.
Right.
Let me see what it says on the internet about it. Point and click adventure game. That's what it says. Help a brother and sister on an uplifting epic adventure to find their way home.
Nice. Okay, so they're not
Fairly
at home.
certain they're at home.
Right. Maybe the adventure hasn't fully kicked off yet.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
you were in the tutorial phase. I mean, on the subject of point-and-click games, I have an update on Comedy Quest.
Yes.
Which I've since downloaded. It's on my
Yeah.
Steam account.
They're great.
Do you know who is in Comedy Quest?
Oh no.
Former Player 4 guest Demi Lardner
Fuck off.
is in
That's
Comedy
so
Quest.
cool.
Yeah.
Demi's in Comedy Quest.
Demi's in Comedy Quest.
And
yeah.
And
Bunch
she
of
didn't
comedians are in it.
mention this game when you
Didn't
interviewed
mention
her.
it. Didn't mention it at all.
We got to get her back on.
What is she in it?
She's one of the voices.
Oh, I see. But it wasn't like, oh, and here's Demi Lardner.
No, yeah, like
Right.
like the difference in The Simpsons when it would be like Dustin Hoffman plays a teacher called Mr. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
suddenly in The Simpsons they go, hey, it's Ian McKellen. And you go,
Yeah.
no, why this is normal family meeting all these celebrities?
Yes, okay.
So I've been playing a game called Dustborn. This is a game that came out last year and was mocked so heavily. It is a very openly politically charged game. It is the most left-wing game I think I've ever sort of encountered. I think games are inherently right-wing because they're pretty pro-gun. But Dustborn...
I don't know. Inherently libertarian.
Yeah, libertarian, absolutely. No seatbelts.
Yeah.
You've never had to put on a seatbelt in a game. Dustborn was so mocked because the characters are like what a very angry far-right Republican assumes Hillary Clinton supporters look like. Yes. You play as a group of people trying to travel across a futuristic version of America that's a real sort of police state. And it's a very sort of right-wing sort of area. And it's been...
You've recommended this, haven't you?
No.
You've recommended something where you have to cross America and it's right wing and there's checkpoints.
Yes, that was Road 96.
There's a lot of these games.
Yeah.
It's a subgenre.
yeah.
America's frightening, cross it.
And you're doing it under the guise of a band called the Dustborn. And you have to like perform at gigs. So the idea is it's like third person. It's like cell shaded sort of animation. Looks a bit like Hi-Fi Rush or Dungeons of Hinterberg, a game I recommended on the Patreon.
What is cell shaded, please?
Cell shaded is like it's very cartoony, is how I describe it. But like the characters are grounded. They're the right shape of a human. They look like a naturalistic, but it's like they've been sort of painted over.
What do you
Okay.
think is the right shape?
What I mean is a human shape, as opposed to like a Roblox or Minecraft. Do you know what I mean?
For a squid.
Yeah.
Yes, as opposed to
What's your ideal shape?
yeah, well, beach body if we're being honest.
I thought you were just going to say a woman. A woman shape.
So you're traveling along this bus and you have various sort of like, and it's basically a bit of a sort of walking sim where you stop off at different environments. A village community that sort of live in the woods, and you'll sort of resolve a sort of little dispute there. A diner on the side of the road that keeps getting attacked by angry bikers. You sort of resolve a situation there. It's just a proper adventure game.
So they aren't a band. They are like activists or
There's
something.
a vigilantes.
Yes. Yeah, they're vigilante activists, basically. And it is so. The actual like moment-to-moment gameplay, and I love an adventure. I love going to just a different location after different location after different location, and just having a self-contained little vignette, and then moving on to the next thing. And the idea that it is a road trip across all of America is really, really great. The political side of it is a bit like, you know how like Ricky Gervais is like, oh, I bet that offends you. I bet that's really upset you.
Yeah.
They're kind of doing that at the
other
opposite
way
end of the
around, yeah.
and being sort of like, but I guess you aren't ready for those views yet, are you? And you get, no, I am. That's why I'm playing the game,
Yeah.
so I'm already here, so it's okay. It's incredibly like right on and
Yeah.
worthy, but in a way that's so it becomes quite draining because the characters are dickhead. They're not nice.
Makes you smug. There's too smug and it makes you feel right wing.
They're far too smug, and they're not good people.
Yeah.
So you go, this is all. I don't want to be politically aligned with it. Like,
Are they like stealing stuff or
no. They're not. No. What I mean is their conversations with each other. They're not good to each other.
they're horrible?
Yeah. There's so many disputes. So many like they can't seem to all get along. Then there's another weird side of the game, which is the fact that they are in a band. Or they're in the guise of a band, and so occasionally you'll stop off at like a dive bar, and it suddenly turns into like a Guitaroo Man minigame where they play a song, and X is coming down the screen, triangles coming up the screen, squares coming across, and you've got to press it in time with the music. But all four of them are on guitar. So it's like they're in Busted, and they're playing their guitars like that. It looks so shit.
This will fool the FBI.
Yeah.
It's mad.
That's enough to get them killed.
Yeah, right. And the song is so like smug as well. They say like with a Dustborn with a new porn. Oh shit is airborne. It's just crap.
Oh,
it's a really bad song.
God.
But the thing is, when you're in your tour bus, and the cool thing is when you go to each environment, you tend to pick up someone, a sort of a drifter along the way. So your bus is getting just busier and busier and busier.
This doesn't sound good.
No, I like it because it's proper adventure.
Yeah.
But so sometimes
You've lost Pierre
You got
at the thought of a busy bus.
Well, you've got a lovely tour bus. You've just filled it with tramps.
Oh, that's the worst thing. Like, there's no beds on the tour bus. Everyone sleeps like a National Express. Everyone sleeps sitting up. They must stink.
Oh.
The bus. Well, that just smells of absolute crack.
Yeah.
You know?
So you have one side of it, which is
There's been no background check on any of these wild-eyed drifters.
No. What I mean is that they're like familiar to you. You go, oh, that's my. You pick up someone's sister, for instance. You go, oh, that's my sister, and
it's
she's
not
now
just
on
the Manson family.
No.
That's
These
the
guys seem fun.
The final level.
Yeah. But so I didn't realise they sort of hide this away. There's a part of a tour bus you can sit in where you can write a new song, and so you kind of choose some of the lyrics, and then your main character you play, she sort of creates the song. I didn't realise that. Because those songs, once you've completed them, they then become part of your set list. So every place I've been going to, we've got one song. And at the end, they say, should we play another? And I would always say yes. And then it would just go into the same song.
It's been Wheatus. Teenage Dirtbag.
Wheatus.
You've been doing a Wheatus.
Oh, man, did I ever tell you? One of the coolest things I ever saw someone I knew do was at uni. One of my friends was in a band that opened for Wheatus. The saddest thing was about a couple of years later, Wheatus opened for them. And I found that a real shame.
Ozymandias.
Ozymandias, yeah.
4 guitars.
Yeah, this Dustborn group aren't gonna. They're not gonna go anywhere musically.
There's just no bass line. There's no beat.
I also find I'm finding the
We've got
minigame
no
quite hard as
drums
well.
and 4 drifters.
Also, my favorite
Legion
thing
of tramps.
My favorite thing, there's no jeopardy to it either.
Clapping.
It's just a minigame. So what I do, I just put the controller down and listen to it going chung ching chong, like it does that Guitar Hero.
So you can't fail it.
No, because
they
and
just
then what
have a
happens
sh-
is
they
that
have a shit
they're
gig.
getting booed and they go, "Do you want another?" And it's the same song. So there's also combat. Occasionally, you'll end up in combat against like police robots and the like, and you've got a baseball bat, and the combat is really, really bad. The combat's so bad, I don't know if they introduce this like retroactively, but at the beginning of each fight, it's like for Dustborn versus police, and then it says at the top, in the top right corner, press triangle to skip fight, and you can, and it just says you won. So I think they had no faith in it.
Wow.
The bit that gets really
Or
right
on. They have no faith in the people playing the game. They're like, they're going to be pacifists.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it implies that you did fight them because then you'll then have a cutscene against all these unconscious bodies. So your character can like convince people. Occasionally you'll be like, I need to get this information from a bartender or something like that. And there's this mechanic. She's basically got a superpower to be able to convince people, but it will be like press X to gaslight, press square to trigger, and you go, oh, this is really like
yuck.
Oh no,
We don't need this. This is making it worse.
It's making it worse.
You're
You go-
making us look bad.
Yes, it's that. You go, shush, please.
How do you trigger a stranger?
It's mad.
Doesn't make sense.
You can cancel people. You go. Right, so we're baddies. We're cancelling people. So we're not nice, are we? We're ruining careers.
I triggered someone's fight or flight PTSD reaction. I gaslit them that I didn't do it on purpose, and then I cancelled them. Back on the bus with the tramps. Let's go play the same song.
I see playing it as because I'm loving the adventure, and
This is terrible.
it looks gorgeous.
so bad.
You can see why I got rinsed online because I played it almost like defensively to be like, come on, the Chuds can't win on this one. Like, let's play this. And I'm treating it the same as like a racist elderly relative where you go, you just got to turn a blind eye to a lot of things that are going to be said. And so the adventure side of it, I love road trips in America, and I love being able to go to these like futuristic dive bars and going to and sometimes you'll arrive at a new community and you go, can't wait to explore this. It's great. But you are unfortunately with the most insufferable group of people I think I've ever encountered in a video game.
Well, I mean, to be fair, just like being stuck on a bus with
It's a bus, yeah.
No, but being stuck on a bus with real hippies.
Yeah. So it's it feels like such a shame to be like, yeah, I have to admit, it's really hard work. It's really hard work.
We were Louisa and I were watching I Kissed a Girl on the BBC, which is just a queer dating show, reality show. And there's one person on there who's like a poet, and they're like talking about how sort of spiritual they are, and then they've got no sort of like actual flirty game in any way, but they're like sort of talking in the VT bit, and they're like, I really enjoyed the stimulating conversation, and I was sat there trying so hard to not like audibly groan or roll my eyes, and then eventually Louisa was like, fucking and I was like, oh, thank God, thank God.
Oh, good.
The person
Permission to...
is insufferable.
I had this. There's a comedian that we all know, and I met like a relative of theirs at a wedding, and they were so insufferable. Holding court and somehow being both irritating and boring. You go, that's incredible how you managed to do that. Like, very charismatically boring. And my boss is a real micromanager sort of thing. You know, why are you telling me about this? And so when I then saw this comedian next, I was like, hey, I met Sandra's relative sort of thing. I was hoping to do a sort of like, how do we feel about them on 3, 2, 1? And we went, aren't they amazing? And I had to go,
No.
That's exactly why I brought them up.
yes, I wanted to say
That's the
how
feedback
good
I have.
that is.
Here's a game idea. Because like you just do like it's called like commune,
Yeah.
and it's all about trying to build a commune full of people who actually do the washing up and till the communal garden.
Yeah, the people, everyone's putting the work in.
Yeah. But you start off with basically the people from this game that you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like actually it's counter-revolutionary to expect me to do the washing up, and you go, okay, man. Now and then you have to like try and figure out how to like force that person out of the shared commune.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
You have to become problematic to get them to leave.
Or you have to figure out their exact view on like a kind of neo-Leninist point of order.
Yeah.
Express the opposite view so much that they go, well, guys, this is I have to leave. I fear it's becoming a Trotskyist outpost.
You do
whatever, just get out of
a
here.
small, tasteful bit of misogyny to get them to go. Do you know what I mean?
Put on a Bond film.
yeah, the game reminds me of someone who would I know who would like post on Instagram things like right, when someone hoards newspapers, we call them insane. When someone hoards rubbish, we call them stupid. Yet when someone hoards billions of pounds, we put them on the front cover of Time magazine. Make it make sense. Yeah, because one of them's got value. Yeah. So, are you fucking
Take
insane?
your pile of
Are
newspapers
you fucking insane?
to the shop.
Yeah. Should they be on the front cover of Time magazine? Should my insane neighbour?
Oh, they are famous in a photo shoot because they're covered in jewellery, and here I am covered in ants.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Guess which one is going to be on Vogue?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Right, so Keir Starmer's allowed at number 10, but my grandmother isn't. Right. Yeah. Oh, I see what's going on here. Our topic of the day.
This is the first person in the UK to get 1 billion newspapers.
I just personally think we shouldn't have billionaire newspaper. We shouldn't have someone. You shouldn't be able to own
Just
a billion newspapers.
Just like a really smug, a bit of a face through all the newspapers on the cover of Time magazine. The cover's like King of the Hoarders ?
So, our topic of the day. I've been looking forward to doing this for quite some time.
Poops.
We've had this on the burn of it. We've had this in the horizon for ages. I don't think we could do a whole episode on that. I don't think there's enough effluence in games.
There's loads.
The Dark Souls sewers.
Yep.
The mighty poo in Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, I don't want to talk about the mighty poo again.
So, it was a couple of weeks ago. It's fine.
Let's talk about the actual topic, which is the opposite of poo.
Yes.
Food.
It's the pre-shitting. We're going out to restaurants and pre-shits tonight. We're talking about food and drink in games. I love eating in games more so than
I like
in
to
real life.
pre-shit at home.
Yeah.
Save money.
Yeah. This is...
So,
I just want to be a little bit full of shit before I go. Just gently buzzed.
Button Boys.
So, I love restaurants in games. I love bars in games. I adore it. There's nothing I like better than seeing my characters like go for an actual dinner. It's just like, this is what something I like about Dustborn is going to like all American diners.
Yeah.
And I love that.
There's something about animated food that looks better than
Oh yeah.
real food.
It's the perfection and the blemish-free nature of it, and it's always the proportions are right. You never get a gristly thing.
Picture of McDonald's, isn't it? It's a picture on a McDonald's menu.
Picture of McDonald's menu. Even in Streets of Rage, the little roast chickens, you think, I don't care, it's in a phone box.
I'm
On the
having-
floor.
It's glorious.
I have never seen twin exposed bones coming out of a chicken in real life. That's never, ever. Never.
And yet, if you did, you would eat it off the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. From a phone box. Yeah. Well, we put this out to the Patreon.
Crouching among all the little postcards from the various sex workers.
Sex workers, yeah.
Eating a full roast chicken.
There was on the Discord we put this out, and the amount of people who said Streets of Rage is the first thing that comes to mind, eating chicken on the floor, because it's on a plate as well. It's on a platter.
Yeah. It's not on the floor.
Yeah.
It's reasonable.
Is there any food or drink in a game where you're like, I don't have access to this in real life, and I really wish I could have this?
Big turkey leg.
Yes, you've talked about this before. Big sort of Tudor style Henry VIII.
I've had a big turkey leg at Disney World, and I hated it.
What?
It didn't taste of turkey.
Eh?
It was like more like a big kind of ham, which is fine. But when you're expecting when you're expecting Christmas dinner turkey,
What are you talking about? It tasted like an even better meat.
my accidental lemonade theory. Accidental lemonade is a theory I created when once I went to grab a
my gravel is diamonds.
when I went to get a glass of water by my bedside, and I'm absolutely fine with water. I drank from it, and it turned out it was lemonade. I like lemonade. I prefer the taste of lemonade to water. However, because I was expecting water, I spat it out in disgust. It's the accidental lemonade theory. No matter how delicious something is, if you weren't expecting that flavour, it becomes absolutely vile.
I've seen the turkey legs on social media. I've seen the Americans. I know you're watching Americans, and I've seen you eating your turkey legs, and I want one, but you can't really get those here.
You cannot.
But I would have expected it to be a bit hammy because having seen the photos, it's very, very dark meat.
Yeah.
And it's coming off the way that like roast ham comes off in like great fibrous... it looks great.
Yeah, so if I'd bought a large ham before getting on Splash Mountain, I probably would have enjoyed it.
Brined almost.
Yeah, I
Why
guess
are
so.
they selling them at Disneyland?
World. Disneyland is just crepes and frog legs.
Paris, yeah.
It's a Renaissance fair thing in America as well. You go to the
okay.
Ren
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah. That
yeah.
makes sense to me because it
Yeah.
feels like it's part of the vibe.
Yeah, but it's the size of people's heads.
Yeah, it's absurd. There's a picture of me and my sister stood with them, but I'm like 9 years old. It is absurd.
Or like in Golden Axe, there's a food where it's like bones on either side, and just like a kind of rectangle of meat, and they just
And they eat the middle of it.
I must see this.
Golden Axe food.
Jamie, pull that up, would you?
If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple, you can head over to YouTube where we're going to have visual images of all these flashing up.
Yeah.
In Pokemon Arena, there is a sushi mini game,
Yeah.
Ooh,
and the sushi looks fucking glorious, like plush and juicy.
Jewel-like.
Yeah,
In a way,
yeah.
it makes you want to eat. So, like, because I eat sushi on a sort of needs-must basis. I wouldn't be excited to go to a restaurant to have sushi. I don't think personally.
It doesn't even. It looks like sweets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you had-
It's
like cartoon watermelons. You go, that must taste of so many flavors of ice cream.
and there's the mini game is you are, I don't know what the name of the Pokemon is with the big long tongue.
Licky tongue.
Licky. Okay, there
That's
we
the
go.
first time I've ever provided an answer on Pokemon. To
It's real, does what it says on the
Really?
tin.
But it's sort of Hungry Hippos-esque in that you are licking. You have to sort of lick the sushi off of the belt. But then there are like toxic waste. Some of them are like little toxic waste barrels.
Ah.
And even them, you go, I'd eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like sweets.
Yeah, it all looks like sweets.
I felt a bit conflicted in Donkey Kong Bonanza. A lot of that game is about consuming what appear to be glass bananas. Now, that wasn't the thing that got me. But there's a world you go to.
That's a Berlin nightclub.
Yeah. glass
The glass banana.
That also sounds
Run
like
by that mysterious humanoid owner.
it sounds like a philosophical, like, it's glass banana theory.
Yeah, or someone in politics would go, look, the country faces a real glass banana. Sorry. Wait,
Peel.
you want to peel it, but it's very
break
delicate.
it.
So you don't
Yeah.
peel.
So, There's a
Peel or
world you
smash.
go to where it's a fairground that is built around an absolutely enormous burger. An absolutely enormous burger. And it's got layers of cheese dripping. Like, it is the greasiest looking burger you've ever seen. Skyscrapers. It's building size. But I think it's made of bananas. And that makes me feel absolutely revolting.
Oh, I'm upset about that.
It's the whole, you're squishing your way through. I think it's bananas.
That's made of bananas.
I think it is because it's the only thing that Donkey Kong eats.
That's
Can we
bananas.
zoom in
And it's
on that?
called like the banana. Yeah, it can be for enhance.
Enhance.
Do you remember
Oh, no.
Desiree Birch's Edinburgh poster from a few years ago?
Where she was gold.
No, where it won like best poster at the where it's an amazing photo of her, and if you zoom in, it is made up entirely of dicks.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That's
Yes.
what this is making me think of.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong's big dick burger.
They're not, it's
Yeah.
not a dick burger.
Big penis burgers.
You just slush through it. There's no like crunch to it. He just sloshes through the burger.
oh god!
Because it's a game all about digging and punching your way through and making your own caves. A bit like Red Faction 2. Just punching your way through levels. So you sort of punch your way through this soft burger.
No.
And it makes me horrible to think it's pulped banana.
I don't even want to hear the phrase punch through a soft burger about a burger.
I mean, looking at it, I'm like, there's no way that's made of banana, but I'm worried there's bits of banana in it, which is a horrible addition to a burger.
I just don't.
I don't like one thing about
the
this.
one thing that came up the most on the Discord, far too many times for us to be able to credit one individual person, was the burger at the beginning of Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 the remake 2019 starts with a cutscene of a guy in a lorry, and he goes to a petrol station, and it starts at this gas station, and he is, as he's driving, is eating the most burger you've ever seen. Because I think video game perception of burger, you're picturing something quite cleanly bun, patty, cheese, whatever.
Yeah.
This has such an odd distribution of cheese on the cheeseburger that you go, that's real. This is a real burger. Do you see what I mean?
Oh, and it's kind of folded down the sides.
It's melted down the sides, and
Yeah.
it's just phenomenal.
And it's not. It's none of the colours are bright.
No, because it's Resident
Everything
Evil.
is dull and horrible.
It's
Yeah.
from the muddy era, as they call it, of games.
Yes, Mud Millard.
I remember one of the first games I ever played was the CD-ROM of the Magic School Bus, which I don't think really was a big cartoon here at all.
Yeah, no.
No, Magic School Bus is
Miss Frizzle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we know her.
Who was in the Magic School Bus?
A bunch of little cartoon kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Miss Frizzle would
And
take
then
them on a
you
Magic
go-
School Bus and it would shrink and
and
fly around.
she had big frizzy hair like a witch.
Well, she had like just ginger frizzy hair.
Yeah, she did.
In the Magic School Bus game, you go through the human body. It's one of those. You can shrink. There is one where you go to space in the game as well. But in the game, you go through the body. And when you're in the digestive tract, there's like little fragments of food flying along.
What? This is ringing a bell.
And if you click the food, it says the name of the food. And the flying cheeseburger goes, cheeseburger. And if you click the broccoli, it goes, broccoli, 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 broccoli.
this is such a...
But was it just like visibly that's broccoli? Not
Yeah,
what
yeah.
broccoli would look like in a stomach.
No, not just like different, not even that different colors of mush.
Yeah.
No, it was like tiny versions of. Yeah.
Okay.
Broccoli, 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 broccoli.
Another very popular one on the Discord was bread from Like a Dragon. That was the Yakuza revival where they changed the protagonist to the same protagonist for decades and then suddenly changed it to Ichiban Kasuga, who's like a fantastic character. But early on he's in prison and he just takes he's in like solitary confinement and he gets some bread thrown into his cell. And the way he bites into the bread, you just see it like separate. You see it. It's... we're going to watch it on a video right now.
The video is called
Amazing
Amazing Yakuza Bread.
Just have a look at this.
Oh, God, it's
Wait
really
for
in
it.
his mouth.
Ooh, yeah,
It
but
separates like garlic bread.
yeah.
That was so impressive.
I will say, having been to Japan now, arigato gozaimasu to all our Japanese
I don't
listeners.
understand a word you're saying.
Stop talking foreign rabbit food. I'm just talking about sushi as rabbit food. What fucking rabbits do you have? The bread there is so cakey.
Yes.
So that makes sense that it would look like that. But it really is like all bread is basically brioche, seemingly. You can't really...
Cake in cartoons always looks very brioche. It looks sweet.
The cakes in Overcooked
Ooh.
look amazing because they're so fucking massive.
Yeah.
And because you can have like chocolate cake or pink, I don't know what kind
Of course.
a pink cake. They're all like one color all the way down.
Oh yeah.
And so you go like, what is that? Is that icing? Is that the actual dough? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
Is it chocolate all the way through, or is it covered in chocolate icing?
What do you want it to be?
Wasn't there Streets of Rage cake?
I think I want it to be both.
I don't remember cake in Streets of Rage, but maybe I'm wrong.
There's some game where it's like cake on the floor and it's got a big cherry on.
No, I mean, obviously the most famous cake in games is Portal.
Yes, and that does look very nice. I do want it. It's a Black Forest Gatto.
Yes, shame it doesn't exist, but yeah. Oh,
millennial.
Truly epic, good sir.
Happy 40th birthday. So,
Yes.
look. I want to eat all the food in Age of Empires. When you get your villagers to hunt an animal, they're carrying Fred Flintstone type sirloin steaks back to the
huge
town centre.
steaks.
Yeah, those
They're
look
carrying
good.
them in their arms like sleeping bags.
Yeah.
And the berries on the bush, they look succulent and
The berries look so poisonous, I think.
yeah.
They're so fluorescent, they must be poisonous.
All your
Look,
villagers are
Christmas
just
tree.
All your villagers are just green and shitty.
Yeah.
They just beeline to
no.
the worst thing possible. That's why they're making that noise.
Yeah. Sea of Stars cooking there was a game called Sea of Stars, and it was like came out a couple of years ago, and it was like a sort of throwback.
Yeah.
In 2023, it was a throwback to like Final Fantasy VI sort of era, like SNES top down sort of RPG.
Sea of Stars.
Sea of Stars. And it was beautiful pixel art, and it had a sort of you could combine items in your inventory to create a meal, eat the meal, and obviously you get like a health boost. But when you're doing it, 2 or 3 images come up on the screen as you hear the sound of someone like chopping onions and stuff sizzling. But it all looked just beautiful.
Yes.
That's the best pixel art food I've experienced.
That looks like a lovely sandwich.
Aside from Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver is all sushi because it's a sushi restaurant. I loved that. And I also loved pouring pints. You needed to make sure the beer didn't sort of overflow too much. You got to tip the glass at the right angle and let the beer flow. That was good for me.
You so rarely see bread in real life that is domed, a domed loaf
Like it's been made in a bread maker.
with 3 lines across it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where they've sliced it so the air can kind of come out or whatever it is that they do.
Yeah, and some of it, like wheels of cheese, come up a lot more in games than they do in real life.
Oh man,
Skyrim, wheels of cheese.
How much is it ever economical to? Maybe if you're like a sort of, you've got a family of 4, you could get through a wheel of cheese. Maybe I think it would be a waste of money.
A video of like some incredibly rich kid. He's like a YouTuber or whatever, and he tries to just buy a wheel of cheese from a cheese shop, and the guy's like, "No, you can't. No, you can't have the wheel of cheese.
Why not?
Why not?
I think because it's like, no, this is you pay by the slice. You bet like you can't just have. I think it's like because
But
I'll
if he
have no
offers
other
to-
customers.
But
It's
if he
good.
offers to buy it for more than it's worth,
It's got to go to one of the shops in the Netherlands where all the shelves are just full wheels of cheese. And
Yeah.
that's all that the shop is.
we had a bit of a habit of watching Stanley Tucci's Italy, but we had eventually started to have a cheese board whilst we ate it because the cheese looked so good.
Yeah.
In fact,
And he goes to a big Parmesan place and they crack open this big aged wheel of Parmesan and it looks so fucking... when they make pasta in it.
Oh,
I could never watch like Gordon Ramsay shows or anything growing up without. I was like, we need to be eating when this is on. Otherwise, this is like looking through the window of Henry VIII.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks delicious.
I hope you enjoy it, Chef.
Yeah. Don't mind me. Yeah, it's a gorgeous one for me. I was a bit disappointed. This has come up on the podcast before. I was disappointed when I was so blown away by the cooking in Dragon's Dogma 2 because it was like sizzling steaks. They looked absolutely unbelievable, graphically better than the rest of the game. And when I found out it was just real footage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You've
They just
talked
cut to
about
real
this
footage of a
before,
steak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 15. This was something really fascinating that came up on the Discord because I was aware of how much I like this game and was definitely sort of excited to sort of talk about it. And I didn't actually realise the reality behind the situation. But Lily Brick on our Discord said the food in Final Fantasy 15. It's very weird. Final Fantasy 15 is a bit of a nothingy Final Fantasy. It's the one where it's 4 guys who are all buddies and they look as anime as you could possibly expect. All black leather jackets and big spiky hair. And they're driving like a normal car around. It was like an open world Final Fantasy where you drove around in a car, but it was like a regular modern day car.
So it's anime Wayne's World. Maine's World.
Anna Maine's World, and then you went to you'd go to a mechanic shop and sort of fix up your car, and there'd be a hey, howdy boys sort of girl, but she's in Dukes of Hazzard, but you're Japanese. It was it was so.
You're talking to a guy who looks like an anime vampire.
It was Eastern perceptions of Western worlds. It was a very odd mix. But then suddenly you'd go to a restaurant, and the food looked absolutely astonishing. All real food, all real meals that you get.
There it is.
And because considering Final Fantasy isn't set in our world, all the food is all Mughal stew and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This was suddenly these are grounded meals that you could have.
That looks like a chili con carne.
Well, Lilybrick said apparently they didn't know the direction for Final Fantasy 15 for a while, but they were still employing developers and artists. They didn't want to sit on their hands, so the art department spent months just making food in the engine. They had to find a way to use it once the game was being made, and that's why cooking is such a big part of the game. Every meal looks incredible. It's because the artists were so bored they had nothing else to do.
Ah, like all good art.
Because they hadn't made the game.
Wow.
But it's graphically better than the rest of the game. It all looked amazing.
The details, the plates as well.
The plates, all of it.
So the plates look like artisan plates.
Yeah, high quality ceramics.
And
there.
this is all from
Gorgeous.
a roadside diner. None of it adds up.
It makes sense if you're Japanese though, where just everything is good.
I guess
A guy selling food next to a toilet, and it's just the best, most. It looks like something from a Michelin-starred restaurant.
Well, your dreams of sushi, and it's in a subway station.
Yeah. I did not care for the appearance of the food in the original Wolfenstein. It was quite lumpy looking.
Why would food come out as a health item?
Yeah, you eat it as a health item. It was quite strange having a sort of a World War II game with edible food items.
Well, funny you should mention Wolfenstein. Official Mark on our Discord said for disgusting food, it's got to be Wolfenstein The New Order. You can eat the dog food in the bowls that have been left out, and it looks just like Nesquik for a whopping 5 HP. So it's clear the game's you can have it, but you shouldn't.
It should be you know what? You get plus 50 HP and minus 45.
Yeah.
It is dog food.
Do you remember the first time you had to eat in a game or drink?
For a bit, you get plus, and then after a while,
You get
it starts to
really
deplete.
minus. Yeah.
Minus 100 self-esteem.
Well, I did like it in games when you get food would spoil, and Kingdom Come Deliverance does it quite well. But it was Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater was the first time I'd ever encountered it, where you'd kill a snake, and then within a few days, within a couple of hours, it would go. You'd eat it and you go, rotten, and then he'd feel sick, and you'd be walking around vomiting and with food poisoning and stuff.
I guess the first time, with all of my answers could just be The Sims. And
but I don't remember the food in it. Was it?
The food is really good and it's nicely detailed. I don't know about Sims 1, but definitely by Sims 2.
Every meal requires dicing.
Every meal requires dicing something. The cooking is quite satisfying, but the actual, because there's such a variety of things that you can cook. Your chili con carne, your pancakes. You can have a bowl of cereal if you want. There's a sort of different, but they're all really nicely designed.
Yeah,
and they spoil.
Yeah,
so then you have that bit where the sort of green
and flies
gas starts to come out of the fridge.
Yeah,
tiny flies are above them,
and if you eat them, then they will throw up.
So funny that green gas is always an indicator, like in Hitman when you poison a drink.
Yeah,
you go, oh fuck, did
it looks like a Disney potion.
Yeah.
It would be really useful in real life if you could find the rotten thing based on the green gas coming off.
Yes.
You go,
when you're there's something in the fridge that's smelling and you can't quite find.
Yeah, and it's the item that when you look at it, you hear.
Like when a weird fish gets into your boat and dredge.
Yeah.
Yakuza Like a Dragon. My God, what with it being set in Japan and in Infinite Wealth being set in both Hawaii and Japan.
Oh yeah.
You go for meals with your friends when you're just walking around as a gang. You're walking around the open world and you'll go to a restaurant, you'll go in and you choose stuff from the menu. And if you choose the right combination of menu items, basically you bow to each other and you say, have a great meal. And everyone goes, thanks so much for buying us dinner. And then you'll all get a big party boost, your attack will be increased. But it's all you buy an Asahi. You buy a frosty, cold pint of Asahi and all my gosh. So you'll just go into the restaurant, you'll order from there and you'll sit down and all the meals are incredible. And the way when you're walking around the open world, your characters, sometimes it will give you a button prompt of press triangle. And when you press triangle, your characters will just have a chat about something and they'll be talking about a particular Japanese dish and they'll be the way the salt sinks into the vinegar and the way, and they talk about food so lovingly. It's not just how it looks; it's how they talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it made me try more Japanese dishes that I'd never had previously, and I was like, I'm actively going to seek this out because this sounds amazing because of this game.
I think that's right. I remember as a kid being desperate to figure out what the fuck onigiri were in Pokemon.
Yes,
because they call them donuts in the dub.
Oh, that's not
They keep
helpful.
going like, give me that donut, and they go, that's the donut that's got a black square on it. The white black square donut. But there was no way of figuring out what it was.
Yeah.
I remember asking my parents, and they were like, we don't understand a thing that's happening. That's the least of what we don't comprehend about this fucking loud show that you insist on watching.
Have you watched Terrace House? I feel like I've talked
I still
about
haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it, but you spoke about it
the
on here.
food in that is such a huge part of it that they do like montages of them cooking, and the food is absolute. And even just like what they make for breakfast is so much better than the shit we put in our
Vendor, the cooking game made me try so many like Nepalese dishes and the like that I'd never had before. It was so great. I was like, fuck, I've never tried making that before.
Even just the pixel crops in fucking Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Some of those dinners look good.
But even just the crops come out of the ground, you go, that looks like a good turnip.
That's you never got.
I'll eat that.
You never got like a spoilt bad batch, did you?
Scraggly, muddy.
Yeah, cow gives birth to a two-headed calf. And nothing went wrong in Stardew Valley.
You take it to town and everyone starts panicking and tells you to burn it.
Steak.
We heard a few answers for this on the Discord, and Benny Flaps has said that Celeste's watermelon-sized floating strawberries. I think actually there's so many instances of just big, glorious-looking pieces of fruit in game, like the Pac-Man, the cherries and things like that.
So stuff like in a platformer, like a Mario sort of thing, where you have to jump up and collect it.
And they do just look like the best of the best in terms of fruit. Delicious.
It's like I think that if you ever see like a really small kid eat like a glacé cherry, but in their hands it's like the size of a peach, and you think, picture that.
Whoa.
You'd be like,
no, those were always revolting to me.
I never liked the glacé.
Yuck. Again, they don't taste like they look.
They look so good.
They look so good. And they do, and unfortunately, it's seriousness on a dessert because it's a cherry, and the rest of it's a cake. It's not as fun.
Oh, it's
because it's
what? What?
It's just not as fun as the cake. It doesn't taste as fun as the rest of the cake, is what I'm saying.
Seriousness on a dessert.
Yeah, I think it's quite serious.
It's quite a whimsical cherry.
It is. Oh, for a cherry, it's whimsical. But I think it's quite serious. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck? No. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'd appreciate it if we just moved on.
Yeah.
I've said my piece.
Why are you taking what you see that and you
I go. I'm at school now. Double physics.
Didn't realise I was at a formal event.
Yeah, it's that. Genuinely, that's how I feel about it. Like marzipan tastes serious. I go like, it's educational dessert.
Wait, let's talk about this on the Patreon.
Absolute lunacy.
Let's talk about this on the Patreon.
I don't think I'm alone in thinking this. I've just articulated it in an offbeat way.
What do you think about Viennetta?
Love it. I completely agree with what Adam Hess used to say, which was Viennetta looks like it should cost £20.
Yeah.
The fact that it is like £1.50 is astonishing to me. It looks like it's been lovingly crafted by a team of centipedes.
It's been years
with chef hats, and they've gloriously made these waves. It was honestly, that was incredible. Well, let's go over to Patreon. We're going to carry on this conversation of food and drink. We're going to be reading out a lot of your suggestions as well.
I'm finally going to tell my James Corden story that's not.
And Sarah's going to tell their James Corden story.
Anticlimactic because there's not even a story.
I'm excited to hear it nonetheless. Remember, if you want more Button Boys in your life, you can sign up to the mid-tier of the Patreon where you get a whole extra episode every single week, double the amount of Button Boys you get in your lives. Also, if you want to sign up for top tier, then you get 2 extra episodes a month on top of those weekly ones. Thank you so much for being part of this. If you want to see us live, you can at the 15th of September, London's Leicester Square Theatre. Tickets are on sale, and at the time of recording, there aren't many tickets left, so do get on that. Don't worry, if you don't live in London, we will be releasing the audio of that as a full episode anyway. But Sarah, thank you very much. Pierre, thank you very much. I've been Glenn Moore. We're going to head over to the Patreon now and chat some more food and drink. Thank you for being part of Button Boys, and we'll see you next week.
Button Boys.